Alright, hi there out in the YouTube world. You clicked on this video because you want to summon a UFO. And first of all, I just want to let you know that I've personally seen hundreds and hundreds of UFOs. I don't even want to give it a number because they've all become a conglomerate in my mind of experiences, and they usually look the same, like a star and like a bright point of light. And if you see one that's different than that, if you have a camera, you better get it on film, because that's pretty rare. And if you're going to be doing one of these exercises I'm going to teach you, then please have a camera on you, because it's almost insulting to them if you're going to call on them and not catch it on film. Because, you know, in our modern day world, we want to share these kind of experiences. And if you even, like, if you're doing telepathy and you say that you have a camera on you, that's going to actually help the odds of the situation. And it's completely possible, from what you might have been led to believe from your media and from other people, that it's such a rare occurrence. It's quite common. And it's just that most people aren't really, like, keeping their eyes to the skies. They aren't really paying attention to this kind of stuff. Because I've seen some really profound and ginormous, like, gigantic balls of light. And no one else saw anything. There was nothing on the news. And it was like the size of the moon, some of the stuff that I've seen, okay? So, how other people could not have seen this kind of stuff, because it was like 2, 3 in the morning when a lot of the stuff has occurred, so I can understand, but some of it's pretty profound. And so, to get to the exercise, it's really quite simple, like, just to let you guys know that, is it's really not that complicated, and you have to really center yourself, or ground yourself in your root chakra, okay? So you're connected to the earth and nature, and you're in harmony with things. You're not stressing about stuff, because if you're stressing about stuff, then you're not grounded, okay? Like, if you're not a spiritual person, you could still do this exercise, but you have to understand the basics, where you have to be in a kind of meditative, relaxed state, where you're just open, you know? Your mind isn't clusterfucked with different things of the world. Your ego is shut down. But you're still sending out messages, but these messages are coming from, like, your divine soul, your inner self. They aren't really coming from a state of ego. And that's the only way that this will work. If you're just like, oh my god, I really need a UFO sighting, it has to happen, and you're just, like, focusing and you're, like, stressing about it, it's not going to work so well. You really have to be in a meditative, calm state for it to work. And just send out a message through your mind about what you want to happen. You could even ask a question and you might get an answer, depending on, like, you know, ask them to show up as bright blue as a yes to your answer, or red if it's no. Or if you don't really want to ask a question and you just want a sighting, well, then you'll probably see them as a white ball of light. That's what I find most common for myself. But I have seen some. I even have a video, if you're interested in this. I titled it September 23rd Metal UFO, or something very similar to that. But September 23rd UFO should find it. And it was like a metallic object, and I've never really seen a metallic one. They usually just look like stars, like points of light. And this one was quite unique. It was also, like, revolving very slowly, and on the camera you can actually kind of make that out. And yeah, that's pretty much the tutorial on how to summon a UFO. So it's all just about being grounded in your root chakra and being centered, and then just kind of sending out a prayer or a kind of, like, mental telepathy to the sky. Now, you should also be specific if you're to not have it be an entity of negative energy, then you could kind of do a spell or a ritual to block out any negative energy or entity, and that should help. And yeah, blessings to good luck, and I hope it goes well.